Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Finishing your deadline, you suddenly found out there is an issue into your fund and you are trying to resolve the issue. You are approaching your deadline and you didn't got the time to cook your dinner and your family is waiting for you to serve the meal. You are doing your evening call and you are also struggling to help your kid to finish their homework. Is it sound familiar to any of you? Or maybe you have seen someone in your home or at your workplace struggling like this. My today's video is not about any fund accounting concept. This video is tribute to all the women across the world who are contributing towards workforce. At the same time, they are managing their home and nurturing the future generation. We know each company is talking about diversity. We are trying to include same number of men and women in workplace. Whenever we talk about diversity, we talk about inclusion. I always wonder why these two terms always come together. Why there is a need of inclusion when we talk about diversity. Now, diversity is not restricted only to the gender. It means diversity to the extent of in terms of country, in terms of religion, in terms of region, location, physical ability, everything. When you are running a business and you are trying to create a diverse team, it is very important that you also create an inclusive environment. After long years of experience, I realize it is not only that you create a diversified team, you include different kinds of people in your team, you also need to create an inclusive environment. And as a woman at workplace, it is very important to create that kind of environment. How the situation is for a woman at workplace? How many women are actually working after they are getting married or after they become a mother? In 2016, ILO and Gallup has teamed up and done a research. They have asked people across the world to know whether women should work in a paid job or they should take care of the family or they should do both. The data showed that almost 70% of women and at the same time 66% of the men preferred that women should work in a paid job. But what is happening actually? If we see the data now, as per 2022, there is only 39.5% women are actually there in the workforce. So why that is happening? As a woman and as a working mother, I was also trying to understand what is the challenge for a woman in the workplace. I started my career after I passed out from the college. That time I was staying alone, I didn't had any commitment, I was always available for job. But then slowly my life changed and the responsibility and the commitments are increased in my personal life as well as in my job. When I become a mother, as a working mother, the challenges are much more higher. I believe many of you out there who are the working mother will be able to relate with me. All over the world, both men and women agreed that the biggest barrier for a woman in a paid job is the struggle to balance the household responsibilities. Like childcare, cleaning, cooking, these are the necessity of the household welfare and in turn it is the well-being of the society. But for a very long time, it was thought that these are the sole responsibility of a woman to perform these tasks along with the job. Also, the time when a woman moves to a higher or a high managerial role, it is the same time in their personal life they also get more responsibilities and commitments. As a result, if we see the percentage of women in the workforce, it is like a pyramid. So the percentage of women in the workforce as the entry level is much higher. If we see the percentage is decreasing as they are moving into the leadership role. So we see less diversity into the top of the leadership or on the management. But again, my today's video is not about to tell what are the barriers or what are the challenges women are everyday facing in the workplace. Today's video is to analyze what are the solutions we have which can be utilized to have more women in the workplace. One of the biggest advantages, many of the company provide childcare facility to the female employees. Even there are companies who will be providing childcare facility to the male employees if their wife is working and the wife company is not giving the childcare facility. This is one of the biggest advantage which I feel is very helpful in personally in my life. Next, from my personal experience I am talking, as a working mother, I felt it is very useful if we can stay near our office. So for me, when my kid was young, I was staying near the walkable distance. So even if there is an emergency in my house, I was able to come back quickly to home, and if the situation can be handled, I used to handle the situation and again go back to office. So that also gives you a added advantage. Another example, I know there are few working parents, what they do, they work into the nearby offices or sometime into the same building, two different offices. That gives an advantage, and some of them put their kid also into the nearby crash. So if both the parents are working also, so any of them who is available can pick up the kids. So these are the small solutions which will help you to continue your work. Lastly, I would like to bring back what I said at the beginning. It is always about creating the inclusive environment. Personally, I have always got a very supportive team and a team members who are always ready to help each other. It is not about a man or a woman. It is about respecting each other or seeing each other equally. When I have some errands to run at home, my team members will be there to cover me. Again at night, if I am working and if I am completing some project and I see that my team members are still there, I will ask them to log out, to take rest, because I am there to cover them. So it is always about helping each other. With progression in the society, where we are helping each other and supporting each other in home and in the workplace, we will see continuous growth and continuous involvement women's in the workplace. Thank you very much. Keep watching.